We now need to bind item, quantity, and type form elements to our scope. And in order to do this, after the name attribute of our input tag, let's go for the ng-model, and this will be item. Then we also going to use ng-trim equals, and we do false. And what this ng-trim does is basically it tells Angular that if we create a space, that is counted as a character. Don't trim it, basically. That's what it does. The same thing for the quantity. After the name attribute, ng-model, and it's going to be qty. And then for the type, after the name, we are going to do ng-model, and it's going to be type. We also need to put this ng-trim here. I'm just going to copy this ng-trim from the item to the quantity. If we now save the file and preview it in a browser, if we refresh the page, you can see inside of the console we get this error because we are calling this mod-select.php file automatically when the page loads, because obviously we execute this select method automatically on page load. So let's quickly go back to the editor, open our JS folder and shoppinglist.js, and identify the line which actually calls this select method, so scope.select. Let's comment it for the time being so that we don't call any PHP file. Let's go back to the browser, refresh the page. As you can see, the other two messages have already been hidden. Now, if we start typing something, you can see that it works. The other label has been hidden. If I'm gonna go less than 2 characters, like now, it goes back to you need at least 1 character more. And then we type butter, and let's just put a bunch of different characters. And now we see if when we're gonna go over, if the label's gonna switch to the over one. Yes, with the red color, and it tells us how many characters is entered too many over the limit, basically. If we go back, it also updates. As you can see, everything seems to be working fine. So let's move to the next video and apply the other bindings to the buttons and so on.